Good day, my name is Rachitanga Oripa Oriel and I am doing Bachelor of Education in intermediate phase, majoring in mathematics and social sciences. I am doing this presentation under the module Becoming a Professional Teacher, BPT 1501. In front of me here, I have this object, a cube. I chose this object because while I was observing in grade 5 and grade 6, learners were struggling to understand the topic three-dimensional shapes. So I saw it fit to make a 3D object for this presentation for learners to understand well what the 3D objects are made of, or what shapes create the three-dimensional shapes. So as a teacher, I have decided to make this a cube. We call this a cube in maths, or a hexahedron. We call this a cube or a hexahedron. So as a teacher, I have decided to make this cube for learners to understand well while they are observing. We all know that learners understand well while they are observing, or while they are seeing what they are being taught. They will be able to understand the shapes and the name that made this cube. The shapes and the name that made this cube. So as I go on, this cube is made of a square. This cube is made of a square. A square has 4 sides. I'm saying this because while doing the observation, I did the observation under the module TPN. TPN 2601. So while I was busy observing as the teacher was teaching, Elena raised her hand. He raised her hand and asked a teacher. He asked, how many sides are on a square? How many sides are on a square? And then the teacher replied to the learner. She said, come and draw a square on a chalkboard. Okay. While the learner was busy drawing, the teacher told the learner that when he draws the first line, he must count 1. So the first line is the first side. As you can see, the first line is the first side and the second line is the second side. So while the learner was busy drawing, he was counting 1, 2, 3 and 4. Meaning what? Meaning that a square has 4 sides. So I myself, I was surprised because I know that grade 5, grade 6 and grade 7 learners, all those learners know about the shapes or about polygons. But I was surprised as a grade 6 learner raised a hand and asked, how many sides are on a square? Meaning what? Meaning that so many learners are passing their grade 5s without understanding about the objects, or without having an understanding about the three-dimensional shapes. So today today, as I'm recording this video today on the 7th of May, I initiated a method to the teacher so that we as teachers we must teach while we have something that they must observe on. We must teach while we have something that they must observe on, something like this. So while doing the topic three-dimensional shapes, we must have a cube or any shape or any 3D shape. There are so many three-dimensional shapes: a triangular prism, a rectangular prism, a square pyramid, and so on and so on. So while teaching this topic on math, we must have an object in front of learners, because as I've said in the beginning, learners listen while they are observing. So that's what this presentation was all about: observation. This presentation was about observation, because as of today, this generation they listen well while they are seeing, or while they are, you see. So I'm saying this because shapes are taught on TV, shapes are on the books, but they do not open the books. But learners watch television every day. Learners watch television every day, meaning I, as a teacher, I must tell them to watch educational stuff on TV. Educational stuff like what? Like mathematics. Math is taught on Mindset, channel 319. So I, as a teacher, I must initiate them to get serious with education and stop watching cartoon and watch math, because when they spend too much time on TV, they lose concentration on school stuff. This will be the end of my presentation. Thank you. Goodbye.